Look, you're cutting your head. Hi, everybody. I don't think anybody's here yet, but if you, hi, everybody, welcome back to my channel. You shouldn't hear anything. There's nothing to hear.
Then why would we put the earbuds in?
So they can hear us better. Sorry about that, guys. Hi, everybody. Welcome back to my channel. What's the shadow coming from?
I have no idea.
All right, that's good.
I don't know.
I don't think anybody's here yet.
Did we announce this?
Oh, surprise. I don't announce them, then can people sense what to my house.
Yeah, whatever.
Hi, everybody. Welcome back to my channel. It's been a long time since we did a live stream. Saturday night live stream with the Hensons.
4 people.
Oh, okay.
So
Hi, 4 people. I really was looking forward to doing this because I really feel like I don't want a video for tomorrow because I really feel like I need to take a tiny break, but I don't want to take a tiny break. I'm kind of stuck. I don't know what to do.
It's kind of hard to take a break sometimes when you're like, I don't know.
This is your whole life.
No,
your whole life is laying in bed, and no, it is. You're right. It's part of my routine, but my whole life right now is laying in bed, spending some time with you, and healing.
Yeah.
Talking to people on YouTube. That's like my whole life.
Yep.
Am I messing you up right here?
No, you're actually pressing it into this part of my leg.
Okay, it's okay then? Okay. Because look, you're cutting your head off. I want you to be on here better.
Who wants to see my head?
I want to see it. It says with the Hensons.
Chicken head, the bobblehead. Yeah. Okay, we have Shelly Hall said hi.
So Jim's not ignoring you guys. He's reading the comments for us again down here. Yeah, so usually we do this in the living room, and he can see on the computer, so it looks like he's looking straight ahead. But right now he's looking down because he's looking at the tablet. So hi, everybody. I'm sitting at 30 degrees. I just adjusted the camera. Like, it's weird the way I adjusted the camera. Like, this is what Jimmy and I actually look like, but I adjusted the camera so we would be like even. So the top of his head wouldn't get cut off. The top of my head wouldn't get cut off. And the bottom of my head wouldn't get cut off. So hi, everybody. Welcome to the bedroom.
We got, sorry.
That's okay. No problem.
Rebecca's here saying hi. Hello. Never.
Hi, Rebecca.
Commented. We got a Kitty Cat 33 from California.
Kitty Cat, is that cat? Is that cat? Kitty K?
Yeah.
Huh.
Katty.
Oh, okay. Hi.
And then Donna Morgan from Maryland.
Wait, Danna?
Yeah.
It's actually Dana. So she said D plus Anna. Hi, Dana.
Okay.
That's she wants to be pen pals, but I do not write. I said I apologize to her because actually my best friend Sharon is like, her love language is getting and giving cards, and I am the worst at it. And I know she knows this after all these years. She'll pop you a card for whatever reason, but I'm just the worst at sending. As a matter of fact, Jimmy and I haven't even sent our wedding thank yous.
I thought we did.
No, mostly because the pictures got lost in the thing, so we didn't have a picture to send. And then it was by the time we found the pictures and we were able to duplicate the pictures, it was like this whole ordeal. So then I was like, maybe we should do it for our 1-year anniversary.
Yeah.
I said maybe that's too late.
Sheila Hall.
Hi, Sheila.
Was asking if it was beautiful here, because she had a beautiful day in Iowa.
How about you? Tell me. I don't know nothing else.
You know what? I thought it was beautiful enough to open up the house for a while, but
no, it got to be 77 degrees. I actually was like,
it was 77 degrees outside, but it was barely 67, 67 in here.
I'm not trying to argue with you, but here's the thing: you look at the temperature in the hallway, and the hallway's in shadow, and I'm in here in all this living room, and it's different. That's what I'm saying. It felt warm in here, so I asked him, I'm like, what's the temperature outside? Because usually when the temperature outside, this room is very, very similar to the temperature outside.
Right. So then we have a Linda from Louisiana.
Hi, Linda from Louisiana.
And a Mr. Titan J from Tejas.
Oh, Titan J's been on here a lot for live streams, yeah.
Sheila wants to know when your next doctor's appointment is.
My next doctor's appointment, actually, my next appointment in general, I go for scans. I go for a CT scan on the 7th. I'm going for a nuclear bone scan on the 14th. And these 2 scans will show in the last 3 months of not being on treatment if any of the cancer has grown
Right.
and how much it has, if it has, or spread or any of that stuff, so we can kind of get a good idea of like what's the next move forward. My next oncologist appointment is January 20 something, a Thursday.
Right.
And then I see my primary on June, the same day. I see my primary the same day, July 23rd, I think it is. June 23rd, I mean? June 23rd, because you go to July 5th, right?
I don't have nothing until July 5th unless I can get in there.
But I'm going to try between the bone scans and the orthopedic surgeon I see on my birthday on July 13th. I'm going to try to get the radiation doctor to maybe schedule the radiation on my spine. That's the hope. I would love to be able to leave the doctor's office in St. Louis with no back brace and walking, or at least get ready for PT, because here it comes.
All right. Hopefully I pronounced this right.
It's okay.
Lisa?
Spell it.
Elyse?
Oh, Lisa, that sounds right. You're right. That sounds right.
She wanted to know, she said she's behind on the videos, wanted to know how Jim and Mom are. Well, I can talk for myself. I'm doing actually pretty good. I've had 2 job interviews. What was it, Friday?
Mm-hmm.
One of them, I'm not sure what's going on because they are
so understaffed that the manager can't even break away to do a job interview for staff.
Right.
Which I mentioned in a vlog that I don't understand why they don't just schedule them before or after the shifts start, but go ahead.
Well, especially rush hour.
Right.
And then I had the other one in Cuba at Jack in the Box, and that was more eventful. I was able
productive,
to,
right?
Yeah, productive. Thank you for the word.
No, it's okay.
So I was able to fill out all the paperwork, and I'm just either waiting for a call back or see what happens.
Yeah, you said you took a test, is it one of those like personality tests? Like, would you steal? What do you do if you combination? Yeah, that like that.
Tests. One was for the just personality aptitude, and the other one I think was for food service.
I got you. Like safety, food safety and stuff.
Right. And how well my knowledge is on that. Dana, can we chat? We can chat?
On Facebook Messenger?
Can chat. Jen does not. Does she do videos?
Does who do videos?
Yeah, I was about to say, who
Mom?
are we talking about?
Mom doesn't.
Mom will never do a video.
Yeah.
She hates her picture being taken.
The only thing she ever, if you've ever watched a video, I mean, she's occasionally walked behind us at a live stream, but really, like, she loves her hands, and she allowed her hands to be in the videos when we're making cookies. Like, that was the extent of it. She'd be like, that's my hands making cookies.
Louis Irwin? Louis? I don't know.
Has it got an E on the end?
No.
Louis?
Lois.
That's Lois.
Okay,
like Lois Lane. That's okay.
Sorry.
Please don't be. It's okay. You're trying.
To you.
No, even to Lois. Lois, you understand. He's trying. That's all I was going to say.
She asked did you ever get some coloring books and a clipboard?
I got sorry.
Oh, you're looking so much better, Jerry.
Thank you. I got a coloring book. I actually got a Harry Potter adult coloring book, but clipboard is on my Dollar Tree list. When Jim went that night, you said they didn't have any, right? That was on my list, yeah. So they didn't have it when we went the other day, but then he said we would try to go maybe to Salem this week. Originally, I was saying when he went to the interview in Cuba, I really liked the Dollar Tree in Cuba, and I was like, maybe just take me, but it really wasn't a great morning to go. So I actually was asleep when you left, right? I woke up to breakfast.
You were so out of it. I was just like, okay, here's her coffee, here's her breakfast.
I woke up to breakfast. It was such a nice surprise. I actually fell asleep facing this way, which I normally don't. And I woke up and his bed was empty, and I was really, really lethargic still. So I just called him, and he answered, because a lot of times I call him and he's in the office or whatever. And I called him and he answered, and I was like, he's like, I'm not there. He's like, I'm out at the job interview. I'm like, oh, I'm so sorry. And I was thinking like, oh, okay, what I have to have breakfast. I roll over and there's breakfast on the table. I called him back and I'm like, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to not say thank you for breakfast. I didn't know it was there.
Let's see here. We have, it looks like Michelle McDonald saying hello.
Hello.
Then we have a Taylor R saying hi from California.
I wanted to show you guys my upside down straw and why. So when Jimmy gives me these cups, the upside down straw doesn't go in there. So what he does in the morning is he leaves the cup with the thing closed. And the only way I'm going to get the straw in properly is if I take the cover off the hot cup. Disaster in the making. I just know it. So I just drink them upside down. It doesn't bother me. The only benefit to it is if you knock the cup over, you won't lose the straw, but I don't care. I'm not going to knock the cup over.
And Starry Night says hello from Destiny and Jeri-Ann.
Oh, hi, sweetheart. I want to know how mom's doing. Love you guys. Miss you guys. You guys know Destiny sends lots of friend mail. Her mom, Jeri-Ann sends lots of friend mail. Destiny, if it's okay with mom, if she's there with you, just, if it's okay with me to say any of her story, let me know and I will share the story with you because I think it's very inspirational for people. Not every part of her story, but just the part of the story that is inspirational. I'm goofy. I know my hair needs a haircut. And look, I've got like a Gumby thing going on here. Did you see that?
Let's see here. Darlene.
Hi, Darlene.
Says happy to see both of you at the same time. Tammy N says hi.
Hi.
Becky Melon.
Becky.
Yeah, I just call her Becky. And that says hi from Philly.
In West Philadelphia, born and raised, on the playground is where I spend most of my day. Okay, sorry.
I was going to say, where's my Philly cheesesteak?
That's right. The question is with or without?
Without what?
Then you don't know. Don't send him a Philly cheesesteak if he didn't know what with or without means, okay? I love you.
I think I'm sleeping in the other bed.
That's okay. I sleep better on the whole bed.
Yep, I know. Sheila. Sheila was asking, are you just looking for a summer job and then you go back to college in the fall?
It depends, right?
Yeah, it really depends because if it's like, if I get the job with McAllister's, which is going to be big money, an assistant manager and that kind of thing, probably not. But if I'm working a regular job and either I'm not liking it because it's not up to what I've had at college, I'll probably end up going back.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people are actually looking forward for me to come back because not very many people like working my stuff.
Well, you're going to be in the kitchen next year, they said, right?
I'm hoping. I have not seen any construction started yet.
Well, it doesn't really take all that much, especially if they're getting rid of another place.
Yeah.
What Jimmy's talking about, I don't know if you guys watch him or watch his channel, is right now his restaurant is actually like in a converted like storage container. Yeah, a converted storage container attached to the outside of the building. So every time he has to go in and out to the big kitchen, he has to go outside. Like that was really great in the middle of wintertime, right? Oh, yeah.
Especially when the internal temperature of that box car
is 100 million degrees.
To be like, forget about it. I'll be walking out of there going, oh, God. Yeah.
But they talked about next year putting him inside the building and getting rid of that thing or putting something else out there.
Lisa's here.
Mama!
Oh, it's Destiny's birthday today. So happy
birthday, Destiny! Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday
Donna
to
Morgan.
you.
Dana, sorry.
Donna. No, Dana.
Okay.
Like Anna. She said D Anna. Anna D Anna.
She said no V.
No V.
Yeah, like in the word no, then the letter V.
Yeah, but what does that mean, no V? Oh.
Oh, okay.
Did we miss something before? I think I feel like
I think I'm pretty much on top of everything. Let's see here. Where did it go? Okay, here it is. Oh, does she have video chat on Facebook? I'm really not sure if she knows what video chat is on Facebook is because she's not.
Who, me or Mom?
Mom.
Oh, okay.
Mom's not a big techno fan. If it don't work, she comes in here going, this ain't working.
Dana, if you were talking about me, the reason I don't know who you're talking about. If you're talking about me, I do have it, but I don't ever like my bestie Lisa, who's actually down there, she will tell you that I don't get notified when someone calls me, and I'm constantly missing her FaceTime situations. Like, she doesn't have an iPhone, so we can't FaceTime.
Right.
So I'm constantly missing her calls. So I do have it. I don't really use it much, and I don't use it. Um, Really, Lisa's the only one that I do use it with. Occasionally, and the only reason I answer hers is because she occasionally has a cute grandkid on there. Just kidding, ma. Just kidding. But no, seriously, it doesn't ring on my phone during certain hours. So we have like I won't even know if you did call me. But most of the time, I don't answer them because all kinds of people spoof on Facebook Messenger. I get a lot of really like fake Facebook profiles of people trying to sell me the latest grants from the government. I actually had a friend yesterday. They actually last week they impersonated a woman who died like 5 years ago that I went to church with, and I was like, I'm reporting you instantaneously. This is inappropriate. If you message any of her family, that's like devastating to them, you know?
We have a Lisa.
Lisa.
No.
B, bro, B.
York.
Spell it.
Bjork. B-J-O.
Yeah, Bjork.
Okay, Bjork. Okay.
Like the singer.
She said, "Hi, nice to see you." I don't know who that is.
Oh, no. The singer Bjork? You don't know who that is? Oh.
No.
Surprised with all his Scandinavian love. He doesn't know who Bjork is. I'm going to have to get him all hooked up to that. I think she's from Iceland. I think she's Bjork is from Iceland.
Could be. Somebody asked how the camping stuff was going.
So great. We keep getting all these great ideas, things that we can DIY ourselves, things that we can like do. We actually have the proper amount of equipment to just go tomorrow. Obviously, we're not. My back brace, my not being able to walk situation is definitely holding us back from going tomorrow. But we've done like all the measurements, the layouts, the things. We even planned for like if this works, what can we do in the future to create like more of a permanent situation? Because when we've been like pricing, we've been looking at RVs for years and we've been looking at campers for years and class Bs, and they are so freaking expensive. We could literally buy a whole new minivan and outfit it like brand new and the same price, like half the price you can get a class
Not even
B.
that. We can go out there and get one of those cargo vans and
Well, no,
convert
because
it.
even the cargo vans, they're more expensive than the old minivans like ours.
Yeah,
Ours
but
is
so
only,
they wouldn't be as much as
well, like for sure, that's for sure. But I'm just saying, like, so they're like, it's like there's so much money, and I do get that you can get like a mortgage because it's like they count as a home,
right.
but still, it's like, oh, who has that kind of money? And I don't want to have a mortgage for 30 years because who knows? I'm already 52. I don't want to have 51. I'm not 52 yet. Janie loves when I do that. I always do that.
Elise Bjork said her purple New York irises are starting to come up. She'll send you pictures.
Oh, yay!
Debbie L says hi from Georgia.
Hi, Debbie from Georgia. Is it pecan or pecan? That was Felita.
I'm gonna keep on messing up this young lady's name, so I'm just gonna call her Morgan.
Oh, it's just Dana.
I know, but I have.
What is Elsa's sister's name? Elsa and Anna.
Oh, okay.
It's Dana. That's all. I actually asked her to pronounce it. That's how she said to pronounce it. D with Anna.
Okay. She asked what kind of books you like.
I don't read.
I will read anything on most mythologies, nature.
Lots of different religions.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't read. I'm currently reading along with. Actually, I didn't even start the second book yet because I just finished the first book. Reading along with Audible Harry Potter while I read the paperbacks because I have better retention when I hear somebody reading to me as I read along. Do you know what I mean? But it takes me a long time to read myself. So,
Mr. Titan J says this is my husband's YouTube account
mm-hmm.
that I hijacked.
She always hijacks it. I just meant they're on there like for every live stream they come on.
Okay. Nina says hello.
Hello. Oklahoma, where the wind comes sweeping down the plains. Where the waving weed sure smells sweet. Why are you looking at me like that? How do you hear the word Oklahoma and not say, Oklahoma? A big message just came up. Did it come down to you yet?
No.
Look at that big message up there.
Okay, I see it now. Sheila Hall wants to say, Jerry, are you able more types of food or still only soft foods?
Still only soft foods. Actually, I have the greatest news ever yesterday. My husband found Macintosh apples in Price Chopper. They actually said they were on. Well, that was today you bought them out. So yesterday, I said, they say on the website they have Macintosh apples. He's like, no, I don't see a sign that says Macintosh. He's like, but I see different ones. He goes, I'll feel around for the softest apples. And he feels he's like, these pink ladies are pretty soft. So he buys me 2 of them. I said, let me try them. He brings them home. I look at the sticker and it says Macintosh. He just bought under the sign. I'm sorry. He just bought the ones that were in the bin under the sign that said pink ladies. And they were Macintosh apples. And I just want to tell you, if you have textural issues in your mouth, the Macintosh apples are so soft that I have like a really liquidy peanut butter right now because the rough peanut butter was hurting. And it breaks the apple. Like if I'm not careful, that the mac will break off in there. So that's why I was like looking forward to them. They're my favorite apples to begin with, but I was like wanting them. I'm like, especially with textural issues. And the skin comes off really easy if the skin's too hard. But I'm still eating soft stuff. Every time I try, like it's like one of these things, 1 step forward, 4 steps back. Every time I try something different texturally, like today I was talking to Sharon, I was like, oh look, I have a lisp. A little bit of lisp because this area right behind my teeth is swollen and it's causing me to have like a little bit of a lisp. So it was just really strange. It's not as swollen now as it was earlier because earlier I had oatmeal with peanut butter for breakfast. So the peanut butter sometimes makes it a little bit more swollen.
Debbie L says that you're looking good tonight.
Yay! Actually, it's really funny. Speaking of textural foods, this is just like a side note. I found sugar-free cherry handy packs gel cups. You know, like that Jello, they're gelatin. I ordered them March 31st from Amazon for $1.25 each, and I just got them today.
Okay.
They kept sending me a message saying, this is delayed, this is delayed. I'm like, why can't you find cherry anywhere? Sorry.
You talk, I read.
Okay.
Sometimes you just talk too much.
Sorry.
Kathy Driver says hello from North Carolina.
Hello.
Sheila wants to know how big Rolla is. What
Geographically, it says on the sign when you come in the city, it's got 19,000 residents plus, give or take. And that's the full-time residents. So it's not the seasonal residents from college. That's just the full-time residents. Geographically speaking, it's hard to say. It's a very odd-shaped city. But I tell everybody, everything in Rolla is 10 minutes away. And that's kind of true.
Pretty much.
The way they have it laid out is pretty awesome. But it's on the map. You guys can look it on the map.
Deanne says, good night. Show Jim what I sent you.
Dana or Deanne?
Dana.
Oh, sorry, Dana. Jim did actually see everything I sent. He loved the pin. He thought it was really cute. And then I showed him the necklace and earrings. He thought it was very pretty. I said, when are you going to take me out and wear my new jewelry?
When are you going to get your back brace off?
I know.
I know. Unless we go to Colton's. That was pretty good, that one.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Becky Mellon. I think that's how you spell it. I don't know.
Okay.
Becky basically said, I was wondering if they told you if you're going to need physical therapy after you're allowed to walk, and how long do they think it will take to get the muscle strength back?
They didn't. Mostly because I am doing some exercising. So they really won't know until I actually am able to bear weight on it, how much, how much physical therapy I may or may not need. I think the most physical therapy I'll need, honestly, personally, because my leg does feel normal. My leg has felt normal for a while. The most physical therapy I think I'm going to need is when I have to learn how to sit properly and roll over in bed properly without doing damage to my spine, any further damage to my spine. Even after the radiation, I might still have to have physical therapy because that was what the big chunk of the physical therapy was, dealing with the brace.
Right, right.
You know,
Let's see here. Nina says, LOL. That never gets old?
Oklahoma.
Yeah, oh, okay, okay.
Is that what you're talking about?
I
Nina is
guess.
in Oklahoma. Oh, Oklahoma, the wind coming.
I don't know. I think people thought I was weird when I was coming to work every Monday morning going, Bloody Monday.
Now, when it's Monday and it rains, I'm always like, rainy days and Mondays always get me down. And rainy Mondays are the worst. You know, that's not part of the song.
Yeah. Let's see here. We got a.
So we do want to talk a little bit about some stuff, but I know you guys still have questions. So we'll still answer questions. And then when you're ready, we're going to talk a little bit about some stuff. We wanted to be on camera together so that we can just say, like, a he said, she said, let's straighten this out, like, kind of situation. I know that there's a lot of misunderstandings of things, and when Jim may heard something different than I did at the doctor's office. It's one of the great things about having a second set of ears there. Even with the so then we go back to the abridge, which takes a really long time to upload on my phone. So it's like if he heard something different than me, we just go to a bridge and we'll be like, oh, that's what the doctor said or whatever.
Right.
So
Let's see here. Queen Swagger, I guess it's Swagger, says, hi guys. So good to see you. So good to see you going live tonight. I really hope that Dee Dee doesn't come in here with her hate drama. What's up with that? Any ideas?
I know she was doing really good for a while. She actually made an apology video because Lisa had spoken to her, and she started up again. I don't really know why. I don't know if she was just like
Probably bored with her drama.
I don't really know, and I'm not trying to be presumptuous about why. It's hard to
you don't have to be presumptuous. I do that enough.
It's hard sometimes. Like it's frustrating for sure.
Here's a reminder. Take my meds.
Wow. 8:30 already?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Bye-bye.
Yeah, time flies when you're having fun. Part of what the things we wanted to talk about was there's a lot of medical misunderstanding. So the first thing we're going to say is, Jim, what kind of cancer do I have?
I don't know the scientific wording, but it's basically stage 4 kidney cancer.
Okay. And what makes it stage 4? Do you remember what the doctor said?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Does it have to do with the different tumors? I'm trying to remind you so you can remember what the doctor said about. Okay. All right.
My memory for a year ago.
I know it's not even from a year ago. It's when you heard stage 4. It's kind of like I feel like your ears shut down for a minute, right?
Probably.
Okay.
Knowing me.
So stage 4 renal cell carcinoma, which is stage 4 kidney cancer. The reason it's stage 4 is because it's metastasized in distances in areas that are far away from the site, the source of the cancer. So basically, any metastases that aren't around the kidney, like how they've traveled to my bones, that's what causes it to be stage 4. It's not, I'm on death's door. It's literally that it's just spread that much. Now, I'm very, very grateful, as I've mentioned 1,000 times, that it's not in my lungs because generally it goes kidney, lungs, bones. For me, I'm so grateful it skipped over the lungs, which I'm so grateful for. And I am concerned about the bones, though, because there's still, if the tumors are growing or spreading, then I can have more breakage and more stuff, and I don't want to be in bed anymore. So you can imagine how frustrating that is. So that's the first thing. Am I currently on any treatment?
No.
Why?
Because part of the reason is because of not the chemo, but part of it is the chemotherapy that was doing the thrush and whatnot to your mouth and throat, and the other part was because the immunotherapy was causing huge rashes on your back.
Now, how do we know it was the immunotherapy? Do you remember?
Didn't they biopsy
Mhm,
one of
they sure
the
did.
spots?
Okay. That was another thing that was a question that people had. I know I mentioned it, but I don't know, how did they know it was the chemotherapy? How did they know it was the immunotherapy, not the chemotherapy? Well, I actually did a biopsy and they tested the cells, and that's how she found out it was the immunotherapy.
Right.
The chemotherapy with the mouth sores, I was tolerating really the whole time I was on treatment. It the side effects only became intolerable when it affected my back the way it did. It didn't even bother me when my back rashes were just like sloughing rashes and felt like a sunburn. It's literally when it became open.
Open sores.
Yeah, it almost looks like
oozing.
someone grated my skin off, right? At first. So
At first, that's what it looked like.
that's
Looked like somebody like put on a set of bear claws and just went.
well, no,
across
because
your
it's
back.
I feel like almost like it was shaved off, like you would scalp somebody, right? You take off like the top layer or what. I'm not trying to be gross. I'm trying not to be graphic, but you've seen the pictures, so you know. But I am growing some really great skin back. I actually wish I had a picture. I'm on my phone, so I can't even show you. But um, it's so cool because we're calling them like islands in the stream. So like in this big area that look like Africa, there's all these like islands of skin growing, new skin growth. Um, and the reason I'm in bed all the time, what's the reason I'm in bed all the time?
Um, One, you're not really supposed to put any weight on your right leg because of the femur issue.
Okay.
And the other reason is it's just a rope in the butt to get your back brace
No,
on.
no,
No.
no, no. Honestly, be honest. I mean,
No.
do you remember? I'm asking, do you remember? I shouldn't say that. Be honest,
Well, I
like
know
you
the
were lying.
back brace is for the fact that you either had a tumor
Okay, hold on.
or something with
Here's
one
what
of
I
the
want to ask
spine.
you.
The
Before
yeah.
my rashes and before my wounds opened up on my leg, was I not sitting in the chair every day and maybe going outside to the kitchen table and stuff?
You were up.
I was, yeah. So why am I in bed now? How does it feel when I wear the brace?
It hurts.
Yeah,
You're
that's
in pain with the brace.
right. And then what was happening to my legs every time I sat up?
The wounds would
Yeah.
start to open up and
The
bleed.
good news is the wounds are almost all but healed. There's
Yeah.
just the bottom one has a bit of scabbing. Last night was the first time I wore it uncovered. I mean, I wore my pants, but I didn't have a bandage on it, and I had no bleeding, which is a great
Yeah, that was great.
milestone. There goes my glasses. And the rashes, so I no longer have to wrap. I no longer have open wounds between my legs, or I have this tiny one under my arm. I no longer have one under this arm, and I have the two on my back. So they're healing. So eventually I will be able to like be up and do things, and I'm really excited for that. I'm looking forward to it. It's one of the reasons he's like, I really don't want to take you out because I'm afraid. Are you afraid? Oh, hell, I should have asked you this because this is something you said before. Are you apprehensive of me wearing my back brace so much so not to accidentally remove some of the new skin? Is that a concern you have?
I am sometimes concerned that if you wearing the back brace and you move your upper body, your shoulders a certain way, it could cause the bandages that we put on there to pull, causing damage to the new skin growth.
Okay, and have you told me, well, I should say this. How often do I ask you to let me come out and help you with something?
Well, at first you wasn't even asking at all.
Well, I didn't need to before, but now that I need your help because everything hurts. Because wound care and stuff.
Y'all, the only time you've actually started to ask me if you can come out and help me with breakfast or dinner or whatever, whatever you think you can help me with is usually first thing in the morning, especially because that's when you have the most amount of energy. And secondly, is when you feel like you're doing good and you are in a physical position where you can put on the brace and come out. And
I guess what I meant to say, and I should have asked differently, how many weeks, how long of a time have period since you've been home from work, or even before when you were in the afternoon and stuff?
not that often.
No? You don't remember me asking you like every day?
Well, in the last week and a half, yeah, it's been almost every day.
Oh, okay. I thought it was been since you've been home. Because you're home in the morning and I have energy in the morning. So I'm always like, I've been trying to do batch pancakes, even on the weekends when you were working.
True.
Right? And I've been like, I just want to get out there and make batch breakfast French toast before the bread goes bad. We have no waffles. We have no gluten-free waffles, no gluten-free pancakes,
Yeah.
gluten-free French toast.
Sorry, you had a couple messages.
That's okay. I just wanted to go over a couple of that stuff, like, because I'll say something and then Jim may see something that people interpret what I say differently than what they interpret. But if like we're here together, I want to just clear up a couple of things. Like,
yeah, 'cause-
I'm not bed bound. The doctor said he wants me to keep my leg wounds open all day. So that requires me to lay on my left side. Because if I sit up or any of that stuff, I was having bleeding. And the dermatologist says keep these covered, keep them medicated once a day, and yeah, so that's really it. The back brace hurts. The back brace irritates the wounds on my back because it literally, like, the back of the back lands right on across the boo boos. The front goes under my armpit where this boo boo is, and but I still have to wear it at times. I have to wear it to go into the shower. I have to wear it if anytime I'm up off the bed. If I have to go to the doctor's appointment, if I have to wear it. Which is why when we have like a doctor's appointment or we have to go somewhere, I try to make the best of the day. Like, all right, I'm already up and have it going. Let's do something special.
And we have a interesting idea
Okay.
from Alice, Allis, all about memes.
Okay.
She said she asked
Minis.
Yeah, minis.
So that's Allie. That's my friend Allie over in I almost said where you lived, Allie. Sorry. Allie, she used to be Allie's all about the dogs. Now she's Allie's all about the minis.
Okay. She says she asked here, have you ever tried super green shakes?
No.
Okay, and it says basically you can blend up your oatmeal and super green mix, which is chocolate and almond milk. She also uses blueberries and bananas.
Do you buy the super green mix at like the grocery store, or is it like something you have to buy online?
Ooh. Okay.
Yeah, it might burn. Sorry. That spot, that raw spot, it hurts. I'm just gonna roll over it till you get. No, it's just my glasses. It's just my glasses. Sorry,
No,
everybody.
I'm trying to make room for you.
I know. You can move the camera if you need one.
Okay. I don't mind laying on top of you.
Okay.
Or at least my arm.
Mm-hmm.
Lisa said, yeah. Hippie Mama said, yeah, a likely story, and then whatever.
What's a likely story? What I do?
I don't know if she's talking about somebody else or what, but
missed the whole thing.
I guess so.
Oh, about missing the phone calls, maybe about the messenger. I never hear that thing messenger ringer.
Let's see here. Mom said, or not mom. I'm not on here. Sheila Hall asked about mom's back. It comes and goes. It really depends on the weather or how she slept or what she did.
Yeah, and she started to get chiropractic help for her hip, which she says really does help. It makes her tired when she first comes home from the place, and she usually is much better the second day. Like the day after, she usually has a really good day. I actually messaged her today because Jimmy had made me my keto brownies and keto cupcakes last time. He actually has made them for me before, but because my mouth is so tender, I kind of like almost need them undercooked slightly. And last time he made them both a little overcooked, and it was super dry and the texture was terrible. So I messaged her and I was like, hey, would you be, because she's a great baker. I was like, would you be interested in making these for me? And I told her exactly, like, I just need them undercooked a tiny bit. And
then
and she said, yeah, tomorrow.
Queen Swagger said, you're so strong. You're so strong to be able to ignore the haters or haters. You're such an inspirational influencer to me. You've taught me so much.
Well, that's really sweet. Well, it's I've said this 1,000 times before. I know my truth. The only person I have to answer to every day is the person who stares back at me in the mirror. Now, these days, it's not the mirror in the bathroom, it's a little tiny handheld thing, but still, same person. And I know my truth. They can say whatever they want about me. I just know it's not true. So it's easy, and it's like water on a duck's back. If they actually said something that, like, they have said in the past, like, oh, you talk down to your husband, you belittle your husband, and I literally say, oh my gosh, do I? Like I talk to you, and I'm like, do I do that to you? And if I did,
Sometimes, but most of the time, no.
I didn't know I did it sometimes until we talked about it.
Yeah, I know.
But I still don't know. Like this is, it's like still. I'm like, when? And you couldn't come up with when. So like, here's the thing. I would like to see the video so I can see what's perceived as me talking down to you. Does that make sense?
Yeah, oh yeah, it makes a
I
lot of
always felt like we were equals. Our whole marriage, I always felt like I was equal. But ever since, and I'm not going to blame anybody for this, ever since my sister-in-law pointed out to you that all the Adams kids have control issues, you focused on the fact that I am trying to control you. So it was like, really, I was my sister-in-law. There's only two, and the one that lives not in the house where we grew up. The other sister-in-law.
Oh, okay.
So it was a long time ago, and ever since then, I think it was like 2006 or something. And ever since then, it's been like a focus on the forefront of his brain. Like, whenever something is like going wrong, he's always like, "Are you micromanaging me? You're trying to control the situation. You're trying to." I'm like, "I'm really not. Like, I'm really not." And I try to just help. And then I got a comment. I was up all night doing comments, and I got a comment about like, um, that. Excuse me for rubbing my nose. I got a comment that said, "You're teaching Jim to work harder, not smarter, but it's probably better to let him just move." But the problem is, and I've said this to you guys before, I've only taught him to work smarter, not harder, because he complains that working harder is killing his body. Is that not true? And that's when I really started showing you faster and easier ways to do things.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not even like I was trying to make him do it my way, because I actually told him, I've been telling you this for 20 years. I am super jealous of your energy level. Like even when I had a ton of energy, I didn't have this much. And you have to realize we're roughly the same age, we're a year apart, and we kind of like aged together. Like, it's like as I started to go slow down, he started to slow down. My metabolism started to slow down, his metabolism started to slow down. So it's kind of like we've been kind of growing together, which is great. But in the same turn, like when I had a ton of energy, you had more energy. And now that I have no energy, you have more energy, like still. So go ahead, I'm sorry, you got more questions?
No.
Okay.
Mr. Titan said it's funny that two people can be in the same room with the doctor and hear different things. That's
Absolutely.
how it is with me and my husband.
Yeah, absolutely. Because you focus, first of all, just in general, like you focus on a couple of things. I'm not bringing religious into this, but the real problem that I've always had, whatever religion I was practicing, the real problem I always had with the actual Bible and people saying like, this is the word, is like that wasn't written down for like 100 years and even more when you look at the Old Testament. The storytelling, like you can't even, it's like the longest game of telephone before somebody actually wrote it down. So like when people say things that actually like are an argument, some things just like I said don't make sense. And you have to take that into consideration. You also take into consideration the language translations that, the differences in translations, like there's no vowels in ancient Hebrew. So like they had to translate it, and it's like, what do we translate that? Whatever. But anyway, so that's like the same kind of thing. When we're in two different things, we both emphasize, pick up on different things. My nose is got like sorry, right here is really itchy. Sorry. So we pick up on different things. What do you say?
It's a ghost scratcher.
Yeah. We pick up on different things. Different things are important to us, and different things we hear. Like how I told you when we heard stage 4, you kind of like stopped listening.
I kind of shut down because it was like one of those.
You hear stage 4 and you think like the same thing with hospice. So hospice is the no more treatment, but it doesn't mean I have to have 3 legs, 3 limbs in the ground to get hospice. Just when I'm not receiving treatment, then I'm eligible.
Queen Swagger said, Jerry, please get that refitted ASAP. Maybe then you'll be able to continue with your love for crafting.
Yes. Well, to be honest with you, the fact that it's ill-fitting right now, it actually works to my benefit, even though it's not really probably doing much for me. It doesn't irritate me as much it would be if it was tighter. because the fact that I have some room, I'm sorry, I can't stop. It's really itchy. I'm sorry, everybody. Allergies. It's really just dry because we had the heat on yesterday.
Yeah, I know.
Um,
It was really cold.
Yeah, yesterday was really cold and we had the heat on. But the fact that it's bigger on me right now actually makes it more tolerable to wear with the back wounds, but still causes irritation. When it was tighter, like when it's tighter, or if I like when I'm first putting it on and I pull it tight, that hurts a lot, like honestly. But that being said, once I start treatment again of whatever kind of treatment, which I think is just going to be like my radiation right away. Whenever I start treatment again, I'll leave hospice, I'll revoke hospice, and I'll go into the home care, which actually has PT and OT. And it actually is an occupational therapist that actually can get me this brace and get a new fitting brace. The person who's prescribed it is my spinal surgeon, who is actually in SLU, and I don't follow up with him unless I need to. So I'm hoping to be able to see him when we go there in July.
Right.
But I'm hoping at that point I already have the radiation done on it, because then he can look and say, "Hey, you don't need this anymore. Pray for me."
All right. So we have a Susan Smith,
Hi, Susan Smith.
and I almost thought she was related. Don't know.
Oh,
Because Debbie's
yes, yeah, sure, of
last
course.
name. Anyhow, she asked if the cat comes around to visit.
No.
I've seen her, but she's a little skittish lately. I don't know
I thought
if
she was a he.
I don't know now.
Oh, okay.
I don't
Sorry.
remember. I didn't check. Okay.
Oh, I thought you did. I'm sorry. I thought you did.
No.
Oh, okay.
I didn't look under the skirt. Okay.
You look under the hood. I didn't look under the hood.
I've only seen her passing by or sitting at the far side of the house. I did see her through one of our dining room window. She was sitting out there with another cat, so who knows what's going on. But I do see her every so often, roaming around the neighborhood.
Well, she hasn't come visit me since I got my boo-boos. So at least that I know of. Are we almost?
It is, 10 till 9.
Okay. My back's starting to hurt. So I'm wondering if I could just roll over or something.
Yeah, let me.
Why don't you hold the camera? No, you stay where you are.
Oh.
Just hold the camera, and I'm gonna roll onto my side. Sorry, everybody. The back, my rash burns. I just have to get off it. That's okay. Is that okay, everybody? Okay.
You
can let go. I think we got it.
I've been holding on to it anyhow.
Oh yeah.
Paranoia.
You want to rest your elbow on there? It's good.
As long as you're not drunk now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh.
Tilted. Don't cut your head off.
There you go.
Sorry.
It's the one that looks like Africa on my back. The outside it's got like these 2 raw spots that just burn like crazy. Like somebody ripped my skin off.
We have Grandma G.
Oh, Grammy G.
Yeah, Grandma G. Hi, Grandma.
That's okay.
She says hi.
Hi.
Says sorry she's late.
That's all right. You made it.
Mr. Triton says good night. I got to go pick up my son from work.
Oh, good night, sweetheart. Have a great day.
Oh, no. I need some Whataburger.
Grandma G?
No,
Mr. Titan? Oh, yeah. Does he work at Whataburger?
So it says.
Oh, they were giving away a free chicken sandwich the other day, and I had it in my email. I'm like, why do we live so far? But it's too hot in Texas. I'm sorry.
Too hot in Arizona. That's why
Well, it's hotter in Arizona than Texas, but yeah. But it's a dry heat.
Now, if I found out they were in Colorado, I'd say
let's go. Pack it up.
We're moving to Colorado.
Pack it up. Pack it in. Let me begin. I came to win doesn't mean that's a sin. All right, Scott. That was for Lisa.
G says, I love Christmas movies in the summer.
Aw.
When it's hot. It cools me down.
That's a great idea.
Alex says she'll text you a link.
Okay, thanks, honey. I hope I can afford it.
Then we have a Dizzy Cat.
Dizzy Cat?
Yeah, Dizzy cat.
cute.
Says hi.
Hi, Zizzy Cat.
Queen says, have you have you ever thought about getting one of those oversized lazy boy reclining chairs? They're so comfy and maybe a good alternative over staying in your bed. Some come with electric controls.
Actually, I do have a couple of lift chairs on my thing, but I don't know that I'm going to need them in the future. I had them. I have. See, my dad used to have a lift chair, and when I had my knee problems the first time 10 years ago, the lift chair was like the most amazing thing, and it was totally automatic, and it helped you stand up. But the problem that I have is the brace. So I do have a recliner out on the couch. Um, I don't really have the room to put a recliner here because of the small space that this chair fits. Maybe when I can walk again and I won't need the commode in here, it'll be a little bit different because I'll have more room. But there's a recline. My couch reclines automatically with a touch of a button. What's difficult about that is that I have to go out there in my brace, like put my brace on, roll out there. To be comfortable, I have to like then recline, then take the brace off. I'm sorry, did I poke you?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I have to then recline, then take my brace off. And then when I go to get up to go to the bathroom or whatever, and again, the bathroom's far, I have to do that all backwards. Or I can just like recline in my brace, but that hurts. We've tried that before. Then the brace wants to ride up in all different places. I'm not comfortable, I'll tell you that much.
I'm kind of wondering if you reclined in the recliner, if you could take the front part of the back brace off.
We've done that, but the back then rides up against the
Okay.
boo-boos. But you know, when I'm able, like that's what I did around Christmas time. I think everybody forgets that I've been home with the brace. Like I put up my Christmas tree and I made Christmas dinner and I ate Christmas. Well, I helped you make Christmas
Yeah,
dinner.
we worked on it
And
together.
I ate Christmas dinner and Christmas bread. Like I opened all my presents. I've been living with the brace and the leg wounds. It's just that the rash and the opening of the surgical wounds was just a whole other bowl of game,
Yeah,
like
it just
game
added
changer.
to the
Yeah, just a
complications
game
and
changer,
issues.
you know? And that's the part that's really difficult for I think a lot of people to understand.
Right.
Part of people understanding another thing that some people have problems with is like you can have a bad day today and a great day tomorrow.
Yep.
Like
Good day, good
somebody
day.
said something about me being manic depressant, and I actually like literally my social worker was like, "You're not bipolar and you don't have manic depression."
I might
Well,
be.
you don't know. You haven't been diagnosed yet.
Well,
So,
I haven't been diagnosed with depression in ages, but I know I have that in my background.
right.
But bipolarism has been a known.
Yeah. I mean, you have it in your family, right? But you just have to
Mom's
go
side,
to the
yeah,
doctor. You just have to go to the doctor and find out, you
yeah.
know. But anyway, so she was like, "You're not bipolar." And I was like, "I know. It's just that, you know, sometimes I'm really talkative." And I will tell you the truth. The honest truth was the day I did the 3 videos, I wasn't happy. I was nervous. Jim was having his colonoscopy. And just to give you an idea, like I have never seen him go under anesthesia of any kind. He had nitrous oxide and locals when he had his tooth taken out or teeth taken out. Um, and he was like drunk, you know, that's what it seemed like. But I've never had him any kind of procedure like that, you know. So it's kind of like I was very nervous and I couldn't be there, which was so freaking frustrating. I really wanted to be there, but he knew
Yeah.
he wasn't going to be able to help me in and out
Of a car.
when he came home. So that's
Yeah.
and he's right. He's 100% right. It still just hurts my feelings. It still hurts. Now, if God forbid this, not God forbid, but if this was in the future, it'd be different because I actually have help to help me in and out of cars. So we can do things more when the help starts. Hopefully, sometime this week coming. I'm very, very grateful that we finally got that all worked out.
And we have a Jennifer Moore that just jumped on. Hope all is well. Your online friend from Cali.
Oh, hi, Jennifer Moore.
You have a Linda Rantella.
Okay.
You have been so inspirational to me.
Aw.
I too have cancer and had chemo and radiation. Your attitude has been so helpful for me.
Oh, wonderful, Linda. It's what I tell everybody when they're like, "Oh, your attitude's so great." I'm like, "What's the alternative? Laugh or cry?" Honestly, That's the alternative. You like either can like try to live the best that you have time you have left, or you could just put your feet in the ground now. And I understand that it's overwhelming at times. It can get overwhelming for me too. I'm very fortunate that I don't get overwhelmed talking to you guys most of the time, but sometimes I do. I've broken down a couple of times. It just gets kind of can get kind of overwhelming to think about like your mortality. But big part of it has been, and people have asked me, a big part of it has been like I I know who I am, I know whose I am, and I know not to be like I said 1,000 times, not to be arrogant, but I know where I'm going, and I believe that wholeheartedly. I've lived my life the way that I was told would get me to where I want to go, if that makes any sense. I know I've never been perfect. I've fallen, but I've always asked for forgiveness and gotten up normally. Like that's how you're supposed to do it. You're supposed to like ask for forgiveness and move on. Um, that type of thing. So what is it? Not restitution, resolution. No, it's
See, I was taught one particular thing I was taught, and I kind of relearned is in any given situation, whether it's a health situation, whether it's a situation at work, whether it's a situation with the negative people online, you have a choice. You can either take the high road, which is pure positivity, or you can take the low road. I'm the stubborn guy that goes high road, low road, high road, low road. I want to go straight down the middle, but that's just me.
I
I
guess
don't,
it
I
always
don't take,
depends to you, right? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off,
yeah.
but you
It,
take each one is like you. Yeah, that's good. I'm sorry. Go ahead, you say
I mean,
it.
I look at both situations before I make the decision. It's like, okay, I can either turn around and be as nasty and low as the negative people who are belittling me or Jerry on our web pages, or I can sit there and go, you know what, you're not worth my time, but I'm not going to be positive either. I'm not going to take a positive route. I'm just going to plow right straight through. And there's an old saying that's been popping up almost daily now on my Facebook feed, and it's a saying from the Norse. Basically, translated is you're either beside me or in front of me.
I like that.
So
That's
it's
nice. I like that.
yeah, and it's just a bit basically saying that you can either beside me or you can be in my
Right, you
way, and
can
I'll
be
just
my
go
partner.
through you.
Right, you can be my partner or my enemy, pretty much, or you're
Pretty
like my
much,
ally or my enemy. I like that
pretty much,
because allies would stand side by side, and enemies
exactly.
would stand before you. I like that. Um,
Let's see here.
the the positivity about like I did say it before, like I know the truth and that type of thing. I did mention to like I don't know, was it Sharon or my sister today? Today it was just like I talked to 1,000 people and I don't remember who it was, but somebody I spoke to today, I was saying like I genuinely feel bad. Like I genuinely feel like first of all, I feel bad for these people who have been misled by whatever. It's 100% that too. I pray for them because though they say they have happy lives don't look for bad in life of other people. Well, I'm sorry, I'm glad it didn't spill. He
Like
picked up his arm. He picked up his arm and the coffee fell against my arm. I'm like, um, I I don't care who you are and how happy you think you are, but when you're happy, you don't look the misery in other people's lives. You don't look for the negative in other people's lives. You just don't. That's just I know because I am a happy person. I don't do that. The second thing is I pray that well, I prayed for humanity. I said it's got to be Sharon. I said, Sharon, it just makes me feel like disappointed in humanity when I see these people being so, and they think they're not being hateful and hurtful, but they are, or they're trying to be, like not necessarily being hurtful, but they're definitely being hateful.
yeah,
When and then they're like, oh, we're not doing anything wrong. This is my opinion. No, you're not stating your opinion. Your opinion would be, I don't believe this person. What you're saying is this person is a liar. That's the difference. One is your opinion and one is your stating like it's slanderous the way you say it. And you have to be careful. What have we been talking about for 25 years? Words are important.
hmm
Inflection and tone, like choosing words. We've talked about this forever. When I first met
Ooh,
Jim, what? Can I finish? Or
go ahead and
okay.
finish.
When I first met Jim, he had a lot of like things that he was saying in a very negative tone. And I was like, did you mean that to be negative? I'm sorry.
Put your glasses on real quick.
Oh, I can't see even if you do. That's too
Okay,
that's too
fine.
tiny. I said, okay,
Our favorite couple's on.
Mary.
Mm-hmm.
I say,
She's
Mary.
right there. The front line. Hi, cuties.
Hi. But I feel like I like the whole thing about like you know it's not slander. It's not slander. Well, it is because you're not really giving me your opinion. Your opinion is, I don't believe you. Your opinion is, I learned something different. What you're saying is, you're not truthful. You're saying is you're lying to people. You're deceiving people. That's not your opinion. That's your facts.
All right.
So anyway, go ahead.
I just want to do this real quick because I personally think it's kind of important.
Okay.
I'm gonna rattle off a couple names real quick.
Okay.
Nancy, Patty, Mary-Ann, Super, the Fries. Welcome aboard. Glad you guys can be here.
Okay. Just all the newbies that just came on.
Yep, all the people who just popped up recently. I don't want it to sound like we're ignoring.
No. Let's appreciate it. I appreciate it very much.
Lisa's gotta go. Jax is there for sleep.
Bye, Mama. Everybody say goodbye, Lisa. Bye, Lisa. Yeah, I just was like, it's very disappointing, and it's funny because I've been looking back at other YouTubers. I look at other YouTubers who have like changed their format, and what are you doing? Oh,
Giving you a hug like Mary.
thank you, thank you, sweetheart. He hugs me enough. He hugs me good. You don't think so?
I know.
Oh.
If it wasn't for my hyperactivity and my ADHD, I probably would have spent the day just laying in bed and holding on to my wife today because I was like, I don't really feel like doing anything. I just want to be with my wife. But
Well,
then
for the last 2 months,
my
it's really
brain
been
and
my back.
yeah,
Like you're afraid to hurt me. He's been
Right.
afraid to hurt me, everybody. He doesn't want to hug me because of my spine. He's like, I don't want to hug you around your waist because your spine, and I don't want to hug you back because your rashes. And I'm like, please just give me a hug. If it hurts, it hurts. It's okay.
Oh, sorry, Mary. Yeah, the hug was from Mary, not me.
Of course, the hug was from Mary. I felt it.
Let's see here. Let's go up here. Paula, who is from Chicago, says that she loves us. I can begin to thank you both enough for giving me the confidence to be proud of who I am because you guys, I'm finally with a person who cares for me.
Oh,
That's
I love
great,
that.
Paula.
Who is that's from Paula?
Paula Guerra.
Oh, I love that. Guerra, I think that you just said Guerra.
Yeah, and then Linda Rantilla.
Okay.
Sorry, I cannot say that.
It's okay. Linda R.
Yeah. She says, love you both. You both deserve all good things.
Thank you, Linda.
G,
Grammy G. Grammy G. No. I just like I'm always like whenever I see her name, whenever I read your name, I'm always like Grammy G. Like it's got a Grammy G.
Doing videos that break down what someone else's truth is, I find it to be so degrading and hurtful just for content that is my pet peeve.
I mean, that's true too, but I just really totally feel bad for these people. Like this, this is what they have to do with their time. It's so bizarre. And then when you actually sit back and think about like what they're actually accusing me of, it just doesn't even make sense. Like the stuff like what? Like what?
Jennifer Moore says exactly, Jeri-Ann. Just a simple hello can make someone's day. You never know exactly how you can affect someone
Aww.
in a good way or bad.
That's right. That's right. And I'm so grateful that I have this new app on my phone. It's not an app. I say it all the time. I'm so glad I have this new feature on the iOS 15.4 update that allows the screen to be read, whatever's on the screen. And then I can finally be in the comments again. I missed you guys so much. You don't even know. that I'm actually going back for like years. Going back for years to be like, what do I have any questions? Is anybody like, how did you get the paint to stick to this thing? And I'm like, somebody actually asked me a question about like the enamel thing. Why did you paint black first? And I was like, which technique? Because all techniques have different reasons why I painted the black first. But then I answered her with all of them. So
Then
sorry.
we have Queen Swagger saying, Jim, I see too that, I see too that Dee Dee has done a
Reaction video.
reaction to you as well. Wonder what her concern for you is. LML? I don't know. But anyhow, then she goes, Grandma G says, a soft squeeze is good.
Aw, Grammy G.
Let's see here. The Fries say, I do love to hear a high and a low from today.
Aw. Hello. Hello, Miss Mary, Mr. Peter, and Mr. Eli, Mr. Harry, and Mr. Ollie. Mary's in a house full of men. She needs her girlfriend to come over every once in a while because she got all this men around her.
Sorry to keep talking about
No.
her, but I just don't understand.
No, it's okay, honey. It's fine. It's I don't understand either. And that's kind of what my point is about saying that like I pray for her because I feel like she's a little bit of a lost soul. She says she started all this because she was concerned about me, but like some of the things, and I've actually talked to her in her comments before about like I've addressed this in a video, and she's like, oh, she actually apologized because oh, I fall asleep watching your videos sometimes. So I'm like, well, the question that I have back to you is how are you able to make a comment based on something you might have not heard because you fell asleep? Or these people who don't watch all the videos and then they comment like out of turn, and I'm like,
Well,
and I know that it's true. And at first I'm like, okay, I want to tell you guys something. I have really bad brain fog. I know you know this. It's getting worse and worse as the cancer and the chemo, like all of this is just really bad. However, I don't know if I actually didn't tell you something or if like I said before, if I've told it to Lisa and I thought I was vlogging it, if I talked to my sister, or if I don't remember if I vlogged it and didn't talk to my sister. So there's some things I like address because I'm like, maybe I didn't say that. But then you guys come in the comments and say, hey, you already talked about that in a video. You already mentioned that. Why are they asking questions? And I'm like, wow, you know what? Thank you for getting my back. And thank you for having my back because I don't know. I don't always remember like what I'm talking about. And yes, nobody wants to teach and crafting more than me. Nobody wants to get to the next stage of the evolution of this channel more than me. Nobody wants to stop talking about cancer more than me. What are you doing? Oh, okay. So trust me. Trust me. But this is where my life is now. And this channel has always been about sharing my life wherever it has been, whether it's been cooking with cleaning with limitations. And it's funny because a lot of people like, oh, you've always been lazy. I'm like, where was I lazy when I went to like Texas for 6 or like what is it, 8 weeks when Eden got married and did her whole wedding up? Like what? April? Like I don't understand what you're talking about. Some things just don't make sense. I was watching the baby for 7 weeks and I was like taking her for walks every day in the park. That's so lazy. So selfish. Or whatever. It's just like so funny, It really has been just if you can attest to this, it really just has been since like the end of 2018, mid 2018 really, was when I came home from Texas. The trip I took around the world. I went from Texas to Florida to see Bobby in North Carolina to home, right? And after that trip, I started to not really feel good. And all these things started like my energy was zapping and it was not recovering. And that's when I believe that I probably started growing cancer major then.
Yeah.
And over the next 3 years, because the next 3 years just kept being like, you're more tired. And where I am now, I've tried to tell Jimmy where I am now is where I was pre-treatment, where I was just like different kind of tired than on treatment. But like I feel like I have bursts of energy and then no energy. Like I know the spoon theory drives people crazy, but I spend all my spoons. like first thing in the morning, and then I'm like done for a couple of days.
Right.
My sister said, I told you about why I slept all day Friday, and Alicia was like, yeah, you took a shower on Thursday. And I was like,
No, I don't think I heard that.
duh, yeah, that's probably it.
Okay.
Sorry.
Anyhow,
Grandma G.
or
Grandma
no,
G.
no.
Oh, no.
Queen Swagger was saying sorry. I keep talking about her, but okay, I already said that. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
that's okay.
Grandma G basically answered Queen Swagger by saying she is a despicable person. She needs to deflect because her own family is in the gutters, so she picks on Jim and Jerry. That may be true. I don't know. I don't care. She can go fly a kite for some reason.
Oh,
And if you've listened to me on my own channel, you know what I mean by go fly a kite.
yes, no.
I'm not gonna.
I know, it's okay. Go ahead.
Basically, I'm trying to tell
I
people.
know. You know what they mean? You're all adults. You guys know what it means to go fly a kite, right? Take a short walk off a long pier, or vice versa. No, it's supposed to be take a long walk off a short pier.
Or one of my dad's favorites, go pick up a tree.
Oh, geez. Actually, growing up on the bay, growing up by the water, it was always take a long walk off a short pier. Like that was the only one that was like take a flying leap, go fly a kite. It was always take a long walk off a short pier.
Right. Okay, yay! I'm starting to have trolls pop up.
That's okay.
Yum 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 yum. That factor's 9:15. So
Oh no, yeah, because you guys know I like to cut it to an hour, and now it's an hour and 15 minutes because it's really hard to upload them. But I'm having such a good time. It's been so long since we talked to everybody. I don't want to leave.
I know. Hey, that's fine. We don't have to.
Okay, you could take my phone outside and upload it faster than the Wi-Fi.
Maybe.
I'm glad there hasn't been any glitches because we've been having a lot of Wi-Fi issues lately. But mostly now that the kids are out of school, it's a little bit easier. The college kids are out of school and have gone home. It's a little bit easier. We have a little bit better signal on a Saturday night. What?
No, I'm just trying to read these and decide which ones I want to read.
Okay.
Paula, yeah, I can understand people's mean and rudeness. That's why I'm just kind of like, bye bye.
Yeah,
Bye-bye.
I mean, but I try to answer. So here's the thing, and I mentioned it in a recent vlog. Yes, people can be mean. People can be facetious and sarcastic. But I grew up in New York. We grew up with facetious and sarcastic. My little brother actually used to say facetious because it was like people did so much, we wanted to make it fun. So you grow up with that. You like learn that you want to address it. And I told you the other day, if you have a question, no matter how mean spirited you have behind it, if it's just a question, I will answer it. When you start to degrade or try to call me names or call me, that's when I just have to be like, look, you're just in here to be mean and be spirited. I'm like, just gotta go, that's my prerogative, and I know you guys know this. It's my prerogative of my channel. The thing that I kind of feel like is kind of bizarre is that I've always been like 100%. Like I've never put on airs. I've never put on makeup, never mind put on airs. Like I'm me. I don't wear a hairpiece to cover my bald spot. I don't wear my bridge to cover my missing teeth because it hurts anyway.
You know what? This right here, this right here in the back, that's my dad's side of the family. This up here in the front.
No, your dad has this.
Oh yeah, true. So the back is my grandfather. The front's my.
Well, back here is Uncle Dave.
Yeah.
And over here is your pop.
Yeah.
But anyway, so like I'm always trying to be me. I love me. I've loved me my whole life, and I'm me, and I share me. And I don't know if that aggravates some people, and they have to go and be like nitpicky about it. But like, it's weird to think that they think that I'm fake when I'm being fake. They think I'm being fake, or that's what they accuse me of. But I'm like, if I wanted to be fake, I put on a full face of makeup every day, do my hair, do my nails, then do a DIY. It's so bizarre. It's so bizarre to me. Like, no matter how real I try to be, they accuse me of being fake, which is bizarre. And again, doesn't upset me. It's just confusing. It's confusing. I need a haircut.
That's the thing about nitpickers. They're just going to find whatever they want.
Well, that's
to nitpick
it. That's
about,
it.
and just use that for whatever.
But I know whose I am. I know who I know. Like, again, I said, I only have to answer to one person. That's that chick who looks at me in the mirror every day. She knows the truth. She's the only one that matters. on this earth anyway. Because I said, there's only one. I said, there's only one person I have to answer to, and someone said Jesus, and I was like, well, on this earth, Jesus knows what's in my heart, so I don't have to answer to him because he already knows the truth. You doing okay?
Yeah, I'm doing
Okay.
fine.
Any new comments coming up?
Well, I've got people talk amongst themselves, so I'm not
Oh, okay.
worked out. Unfortunately, there's been one or two people that I had to hide their
It's
messages
okay,
for.
honey. It's okay. Don't have to talk about it.
Grandma G, I appreciate your standing up for us, but don't worry about that.
Yeah, don't worry about them. Exactly. That's all. She's so sweet. She does it.
Is.
And Karen, oh my gosh, the fact that people think that the fact that people think we have like 47 fake screen names. I'm like, I can't even manage my own screen name. Like, you guys get so upset that I wasn't doing comments.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, yeah, so I'm gonna make 47 other screen. Listen, if I was gonna make fake screen names, I'd have my silver play button by now. I'm just saying. Just saying. What'd you say, babe?
We have Renee that says hello.
Hi, Renee. I do think we have to go mostly because I'm melting. Now, the more I sweat, the more my back hurts.
I know.
So if I sweat, that's why I tried to roll over. When sweat gets onto the rawness, it just is unbearable. It's a little bit of excruciatingness. And we had to turn off all of the air circulations in here because of the noise and the clicking. But I really don't want to go otherwise. You guys, I'm enjoying this. I missed you, so I missed. No, just coughing. I just miss you guys. I miss this live streams. I miss teaching you, and
you were crying.
I am. I know, but then I even cough.
Mary says, "Hey, Jeri, I have to tell you something. I love you. Smile with this. That's all."
I love you too, man. And for Dana and for Dusty, Destiny, happy birthday. Sorry. Excuse me.
Jesse says, hello, Jeri-Ann and Jen. You guys are so real, keep shining, beautiful.
Thank you. But listen, we're going to go. If nobody's told you today that you're loved, you can always come by and hear how much we love you, because we love you so much. Isn't that true?
Yep.
Even the people who don't love us back, it doesn't make a difference. We love you. Maybe not Jim so much in that category. I'm just kidding. But listen, thank you for joining us.
You will stand beside me or you're in my way.
Thank you for joining us on tonight's live stream. Really do appreciate you guys being here. And listen, as always, you guys take care. God bless. And we'll see you next time. Bye.
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 Bye. Where's the X?
Right up here. Boom.
And